Okay, maybe you can start recording after a few minutes. That will be better, the host. All right. So everyone, today, right, what we are going to do is we'll be understanding what exactly the software testing means and uh, what are the different verticals that we have in software testing, and who can opt for software testing field or software testing test engineering field. Okay, and what are the content of overall verticals that we have in testing. Okay, so before actually we start uh, okay, understanding about testing, let's understand the market. Okay, what exactly is a software industry. Briefly, I'll be telling you so that you will understand, okay, how many teams will be involved. Okay, currently, where the market is heading towards. Okay, so then we can get into it. Will be very easy to you, okay, to know or to decide, okay, whether testing is the right choice for you. Okay, so whenever we speak about uh, a software industry, there are different phases, okay, of software development life cycle. Okay, so that is requirement gathering, project planning, project design, coding, testing, release, and maintenance. Okay, these are the different, okay, phases of software development life cycle. Okay, now when we speak about uh, these phases, that means in each and every phase a certain team will be involved, okay, and they will be performing their responsibilities or role, whatever, okay, is assigned to them. Okay, so generally when we speak about requirement gathering, there is one more phase actually, a project gathering phase. Okay, so in project gathering phase, the digital marketing team will be involved. They will try to generate leads, okay, to the company, and then okay, they will connect to the sales team, and then the sales team will speak to the architects, technical heads, okay, domain experts, okay, uh, product owners or project owners, and finance officers. So there will be a lot of teams. So then, okay, these guys, this particular team will um, talk to the customers who basically want to automate their process, um, and then they get a project to the company. Okay, so all these things are not a part of software development lifecycle. This is, okay, the pre-activity, okay, which is performed to get the project to the company. Okay, so let me know if you are not understanding, if I am fast. Okay, if you have any doubts, even if you think it is silly and simple, that is fine, because this platform is uh, to make you understand, to make you expert, okay, in a software testing, okay, area. So you guys are getting me right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's interact, okay, each other, so that we'll be more open, okay, towards the subject. So be friendly. So don't treat me as you are, okay, a sir or something like that. So I have more experience, so that's the reason I am here. So now, okay, so these are the things, these are the activities that we do. Okay, and whenever we develop a product, right, it is all, okay, idea driven. It is not a, okay, project driven. It is not a client driven. It is an idea driven. A person will have an idea, and then he will form a team. They will do a brainstorming. They will understand the potential of the product. Okay, So we can sell this product to the multiple customers. And then, okay, I will give you one example of Infosys banking application. We call it as Finacle. Finacle. So they have more than 200 customers all over the world. Okay, all the global most of the global banks are using Infosys banking application. Now they developed it 25 years back. Okay, more than that. So what I'm trying to tell here is, okay, the approach towards developing the product and getting a project to the company, both are different. In both the things, we develop a software, okay, but in product, we don't find, okay, we don't search the customers or a client, but whereas in a project, okay, as I told you just, okay, a few minutes back, the digital team, the sales team will work to get the leads, okay, and they will give it to the sales team, and the technical team will get involved, negotiations will happen, and then we get a project. Got it? So then the software, requirement gathering phase will come here. The product owners or the module owners or the business analyst team will okay, gather the requirement. They will, okay, convert the raw requirement to the technical requirement, and we call it as okay, um, we call it as functional requirement specification. Okay, we call it as here. Okay, so I'm just writing it. Okay, FRS. Okay, don't worry about the terminologies. You will become familiar. Okay, you will feel easy about these terminologies maybe once you spend 1 week or 10 days over here. Okay. So once the requirements are gathered, okay, once they prepare the document, then that will be converted to a project plan. Okay, that will be converted to a project plan. So how much time we require to, okay, develop this particular requirement, to test this particular requirement, and to do a release. So the overall duration, okay, to design, develop, and test, okay, will be planned in this particular phase. Got it? We call this as project planning. So here what will happen is the project managers, the test managers, the architects, so they will discuss, and they will basically come up with the estimation and the resources which are required, and how much money we are going to need to execute this. Okay, so all these things will be done in project planning. So this is again a project planning team will be there. And next is project design. Okay, so in project design field, in project design phase, right? So the database team, okay, the database team will basically design or the develop the structure of the backend, that is the database. Have you heard of database, guys? Have you heard, anyone have heard about database?
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay, so okay, fine. So somebody told yes, right? What is database?
Basically, it's a connection, like a collection of all the software applications.
Okay.
Basically, it was a. I feel like it was hard for the software, sir. Every inch and everything will be collected in that data, and it will
It is
processes from over there.
okay. It is heart or brain?
It was a hard.
Okay. Okay. So I say it as a brain. Okay. Generally, the
Okay.
reason is, see, in the what do we store in our brain? All our memories, right?
Yes.
All our, whatever we think about future, what happened about our past, and what we should do now, everything will come from brain, right?
Okay.
In database also, database is a memory, that's all. Okay, it's a structured memory, we can call it as. every data you have from the application or you see in the application, we fetch from the database. Okay, got it, right? You
Yes.
have a you have used your pen drives, right? You use your system, right? I mean, you have your okay, PCs, you have your laptops, so it has a memory, right? And you, what do you store? You store the
uh,
datas,
Data.
right? And what are datas? Datas can be
The,
anything. It can be your
anything.
video, it can be your audio, it can be your, okay, a text, it can be your image, okay, it can be any file. So everything your machine will consider it as a memory, right? So in the same way, database also, okay, has a memory. But in database, we can place the data in a proper way. Okay, and we call that as a, okay, we use a structured query language, SQL, okay, to play with our data in a small, I mean, in a simpler way. I'm telling you about. Okay, maybe I will arrange 3 4 sessions on the database, which is required for testing. Little bit basic knowledge, not much. Okay, from the I mean database expert. Okay. Anyways, so you got it right. What exactly we do in designing? What we do is basically we create a database. Okay, consider in your machine you create a folder, right? In the same way, what we do in database also, we create one a project or a memory, and then we keep on placing the data there. Okay, and it has certain
Hello.
structures.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Not clearly listening.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Apart from me only, or any all are same voice coming. Maybe.
I think everybody can hear. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes, sir. It was.
we can able to hear you.
Yeah, yeah, fine.
Your
So
voice is clearly is not coming.
no, no, it is coming for everyone. I think there is a problem with your network.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sir. It's okay, no problem.
Okay. So next is coding. Okay, so what we do in coding is like we basically use a programming languages. Okay, uh, okay, like Java, .NET, C Sharp, and PHP, Python. So to develop the logics. Okay, and once this is done, so what we do is we start testing the application. So whatever development that has happened will be tested by the test engineers, okay, by looking into the applications, okay, by verifying the applications. So now, how do we do it? What are the approaches we have? That we are going to discuss in our entire training program. Okay, now when we speak about we are testing an application, see, whenever you buy anything, okay, say an example, you bought a iPhone, and you bought two mobiles, okay, cell phones. One is iPhone and another is some Android phone. Okay, now you start experiencing the differences, right? And you also find some issues with okay, when you start using it, that itself is a bug. Okay, suddenly your mobile will hang, it will turn off. Okay, whenever you click onto some app, it is taking long time to open. So all these things, okay, you when you start experiencing it as a customer, okay, what you do is in testing, you basically test it in a systematic way, you verify it in a systematic way. Okay, now we test the applications, okay, manually, okay, and using automation tools. Okay, you had somebody was telling about automation, right? I mean Selenium automation. So okay, I'll come to that, why manual is important and why automation is also important. So once the testing is done, okay, we will release the application to the market, or we will hand over the application to the customer or a client. Okay, so we call that as release, and then the maintenance will come. Okay, and I think Ravi was telling about he works with mortgage, right? So
No,
again,
sir. Not me.
somebody else, right? Yeah. Uh, s- who told actually? Who was
Venkat.
Venkat.
Venkat? Yeah, Venkat. So he was into a maintenance. Okay. Reason support and maintenance. Okay, team will help the end customer to grow their business. Understood? So basically, development will happen in maybe 2 years, 5 years, but okay, the usage of the application from the customer side will be there till the end, either of the customer or of the company. Got it, right? So it can be hundreds of years. Okay, so this mortgage application you will use even after 20 years, right? Got it, right? So maintenance is also a good department. Don't think that, okay, if I'm joining a support team, it is bad. Okay, never ever think that. Fine, got it, right?
Yes.
Okay, but yeah, as you told, as you guys know, the income over there is little bit less. Okay, compared to development and testing and the database. Okay, so the earnings, the salary compared to that will be, when compared to the development, testing and the database will be lesser. So yeah, technically also, if you want to grow, it is always better you get into either development or testing. Okay, or the database side. Fine. So this is okay about the overall brief about software development life cycle. I will get into each and every different types of test, SDLCs from Monday. Okay, but today I just gave okay little bit information about all the teams. Okay, so that you will be clear. Okay, now okay, so till now you have any questions, any doubts?
No.
No, right? Okay. Now, why testing? Okay, why we should get into testing? A lot of people say that I don't like coding, I don't want to code, so that's the reason I want to okay get into a testing field. Okay, that is fine. Okay, why testing is again a question, very important question. Okay. Now, when we speak about why testing, right? So testing is easier than the development. Okay, but it is very important that you need to understand here. It is a big responsibility to testing team to deliver a quality software. Okay, see, I'll tell you, give me any one example of any functionality in software application. You know what is functionality, right? You want to transfer a money, that is one functionality. Okay, got it, right? Using phone pay or using a bank, using UPIs. Okay, anything, fine. So that is one. So what happens is, if the customer, okay, if the end user transfers a money, okay, from phone pay, okay, and it is not reaching, okay, the person whom he want to send. Okay, what the phone pay guy will do is, the phone pay guy will complain to the software company, right? And the software company or a management will catch which team? Development team, database team, business analyst team, or testing team?
Testing team. Coding.
Testing team, because we are the team which will certify the quality. Understood? We are the team which will certify the quality. Even though it is a mistake of the developer, okay, it is responsibility of the testing team that he should test and he should certify. All right. So you got it right. So testing compared to development, it is very easy, but it is very, very important. Okay, once the testing team certifies, okay, that means, okay, it is quality application. And the objective of the testing team is, okay, the objective of the testing team is to certify the quality of the application. Okay. Now what, in an overview, what exactly we do? So I'll give the same example. Okay, using PhonePe, we want to test the application. Okay, I mean, we want to transfer the money and that we need to test it. So what we do is we come up with the approach, okay, how we need to test and what are the scenarios are there, okay, whether we have missed any scenarios. So what might go wrong, okay, when we transfer the money. So for that we have, okay, many concepts, many approaches that we are going to learn, okay, in the upcoming training sessions. Okay, and it is all, okay, manually. Okay, you are going to test it manually. So I'll tell you how exactly we do it in upcoming classes. Okay, got it right? Any doubts?
No, sir.
So it is easier, okay, but very important. Okay, now as I told you, we have two things, manual and automation. Manual, we need zero coding knowledge for manual, right? We need zero code. Okay, zero code knowledge. And we have a lot of openings in the market also, but comparatively, we will be getting lesser salary. If the automation guy is getting, say an example, for 5-year experience, the automation is guy getting 15 lakhs, okay, or 20 lakhs. So the manual test engineer will get, okay, 12 lakhs to 16 lakhs. So that will be the range. Okay, but for automation you need, okay, a little bit of programming skills. Okay, programming skills. Not, I'm not telling you to do the PhD, okay, here, but you need a basic programming skills. Okay, and as I told you, the salary will be little on the literally higher side. Now, if you know both, right, manual as well as automation. So manual is very fundamental. You should know, every test engineer should know it. Okay. So if you know both manual as well as automation, okay, then you have a very good demand in the market. Okay. So for all these things, you have a scope. Okay. You have a huge scope. Okay. Because if you don't test, okay, if the company don't test the application, okay, they are going to pay more fines, okay, penalties, okay, from the client end. So that's the reason it is very important. Okay, I mean, the role of testing is very, very important in the industry. Got it right? All right, so let's understand what is software testing, and then maybe we'll wind up, and from Monday onwards I'll start in detail. Okay, so what is software testing? Okay, the process of preventing and detecting the bugs through verification and validation method is called as software testing. Now, okay, I have used two words here. One is prevention and detection. Okay. Any idea what is prevention?
Before it happening, uh, if we rectify, it's called prevention. Before happening itself,
All right. Avoiding. Okay.
avoiding.
Correct. So yeah, you're right. Prevention is nothing but. So what does in this context, right? What is prevention? What is preventing? So basically, whenever we get a requirement, right, test engineers will start, okay, analyzing or okay, how we can prevent the upcoming issues. What are the mistakes that the database guys or the okay the developer can make, okay, so that we are going to analyze and we will basically prepare cases, okay, so that the developer, okay, can just go through it, or they will prepare one more case. We call it as UTCD, that I'll be coming to that particular terminology later. So what test engineer will do is they will prevent, okay, they will prevent the upcoming issues that might come, that might make, I mean, the developer might make a mistake. So how do we do it? We have a lot of meetings, okay. We'll be having a documents, we'll prepare a documents, we will have a meeting so that everybody will get a clear picture or the same knowledge will be gained by all the teams, and okay, they can work towards their goal. Okay, detection is nothing but once the application is developed, then we are going to test it by inserting datas. Okay, I want to transfer the money. How do I test it? So I will enter, okay, the phone number or the contact which I have in the phone book, or I will enter the UPI ID, okay, and then enter the okay amount, and again there will be a limit. I cannot transfer 10 lakh, right, from phone pay. Can I transfer 10 lakhs at a time?
No, sir.
No, right? So there we will be checking all the parameters, we'll be testing it in as if we are doing it as a customer, and then we will try to I mean we'll identify what are the issues, what are the bugs, okay, how many functionalities are not working, okay, fine. So that we are going to do, okay, detecting the bugs through verification and validation method. So these are the methods that we follow, that we will discuss in detail, okay, in the next class. Is called as software testing. So testing team is involved in each and every phase of software development life cycle, okay, just to make sure that the application which is developed, okay, is quality. Okay, so what is the objective of the testing team? To deliver a quality software. The objective of the testing team is to deliver a quality software. Now I mean customer or the client or the management will, okay, not think about how much time you have spent to test the application. They just need a quality software. Understood? So customer will ask, okay, how much time the testing team has spent. So if they say that 1,000 hours, okay, that then he will be very happy that okay, the application is more stable, more, I mean we have no issues or we have no bugs. Okay, so as a test engineer, this is one important interview question. Okay, please keep in mind. They will ask you if you go with fresher or 1 or 2 or 3 year experience. So they will be telling you, okay, they will be asking you what is the objective of software testing team, or as a test engineer, what is your objective? You need to tell to deliver a quality application or to deliver a quality software. Okay, got it right?
Yes, sir.
So this is what, okay, a little bit brief about software testing. So from the next class, right, what I will do is I will be starting with the manual testing. Okay, so I'll be telling, or I'll just overview of what exactly we are going to do in next 1.5 months. Okay, first I'll be covering the manual testing. Okay, it will take 12 to 15 sessions. So the basics of manual testing, and after that I'll be starting one real-time project. In that you will be working on the project, and you will start writing the I mean you will start writing the test case, execute the test case, verify the things. Okay, with that simultaneously I'll be starting the automation. Okay, so I'll be training you on uh, the core Java, basics of core Java and Selenium. So once the Selenium is done, then we will go with the frameworks, and we will implement, okay, the project which we do for manual for automation also. Okay, so that we will save time. Okay, so first 10 days you can spend, you start understanding the concepts. Okay, you make your fundamentals strong, and then when you start the project, right, we will implement those okay, concepts. Fine. So this is the overall thing. Okay, if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, you can ask me, guys. I think you can stop the recording. So all right, so you guys have any questions, you can just ask me about the testing, about your career, how you want to make uh, your career in testing field. Or if you are clearly, I mean, if you are clear, right, then no issues. We'll, okay, however we are starting the batch on, I mean, Monday.
As of now, nothing.
You guys are clear, right?
Yes.
Fine. All right, fine. So coming to my experience, I have 15 years of experience, okay, in testing. I have experience in manual automation, API testing, and also managing a team. Okay, managing one product. Okay, in testing department. So that is about me. I'm still working. Yeah.
Hello.
So yeah, tell me.
Yeah, how will be the opportunities and growth this testing?
Opportunities and growth. Yeah. So see, basically you will be joining as a test engineer. Okay, and uh, and then you will be a senior test engineer, test lead, QA manager, test architect. You can also move into a product. So after some, maybe after 10 years, if so, and then you can become a product owner. Okay, and then you can, I mean, there you will you can learn multiple things again. Multiple roles will be there. Uh, so most of the product owners will next become a chief product officers, will be directly reporting to the CEOs. Okay. So that is about the hierarchy that you can go with. But yeah, as you told, opportunity. Okay, every nowadays, right? Yeah, agile. Okay, 1:1 ratio is there. If some company is hiring one developer, then he needs a one test engineer. Okay, if the company has, or if the project has a constraint, right, of a budget, then 3:2 ratio is there. 3 developers and 2 test engineers. Okay. And as I told you, okay, manual we have, okay, compared to automation, we have lesser salary, but yeah, we have a equal scope. Okay. I think you got my answer.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Thanks.
Uh, good morning, Shravan sir.
Yeah.
What are the topics we are going to discuss in this period after manual testing?
Fine. So we will be, I'll be covering, okay, what is, I mean, the quality assurance, the quality control, the SDLC, types of SDLCs, okay, I mean, software testing life cycle, and then we will cover what is test case, how to write the test case in real time, what are the different types of testing, that is uh, white box testing, gray box, black box testing. So under black box, you have a lot of things. I will be showing you one diagram so that you will understand. Yeah. So this basically will give you a little bit idea about what are the things, what are the concepts that we are going to cover. So you will be working as a black box test engineer. You will be learning somewhere around more than 50 concepts. Okay, in black box testing. Fine. So after that, what is bug? What are the different types of bugs you will be, okay, you will find when you test an application? And then what are how to categorize the bugs? Okay, and how to report a bug to the developer or the stakeholder. Okay, so so that is one of the important thing. And then we have reports, how to, I mean, reporting is one important thing that you need to understand. And metrics is okay. And we will also discuss on the test plan, which is very very important. uh, okay, uh, I mean, concept. Okay, under test plan you have many sections which will help you, okay, to understand, okay, how to plan, how to design the things. Okay. And okay, so all right, so these are at the high level. Okay, fine. So
Okay. In automation, I have to learn test ng like that.
yeah, it is a part of your framework. Okay,
Okay.
test ng, right? So will be your part of your framework. So I'll be telling you about, I'll just brief you. One second, please. Getting a call. Okay, so basically we will be starting with core Java, and then we will start after that Selenium, that is component of Selenium. Okay, and there is an architecture of Selenium. So after that we'll be covering the locators, which is very very heart of your automation. Okay, and after locators, right, we have methods. Okay, we have JavaScript execution. Okay, there are few concepts that you will be learning. Okay, so this is architecture. And then once the basics are done, right, we will be covering the test ng extinct report. Okay, and then we will okay, go with our framework. So there are many frameworks: keyword driven, data driven, hybrid, BDD. Okay, so page object model, that is page factory. So these are the things that we will be learning. And then one, okay, framework we will implement in the project that we are going to, okay, uh, use in our, okay, application that we have tested it manually.
Okay,
Hope
sir.
you
Thank
got
you.
the answer.
Yes, sir.
So maybe by today, end of the day, I'll be telling you, I'll be sending in a group about the overall curriculum so that you can just go through it. Okay. And before we start, you know it. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, basically we will be doing real-time projects also.
Correct. Be doing a real-time project.
Sir, okay, sir. Sir, I have small. That we are doing the project, right? So if I got a job and I place in one of the company, they have given some project to work. The things will be same, sir, or it will be different, like process like
The things will be
execution.
same. There will not be any difference. Okay. See,
There
that's
will
why
be
we
no
are doing a
difference.
real-time project. Okay. So once you have experience, okay, for 1 month, right, in real-time project, you will get the confidence. Okay. So that is the reason behind doing a real-time project. You go anywhere, any part of the globe, you work in any project, okay, it will be same. There will not be any difference unless and until you use a different tool. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Shravan sir, can we expect any KT from the
KT from?
KT for that project, like project?
Yeah, I'll be mentoring you, or someone we will assign to mentor you, just
Okay.
like a lead. Okay.
Okay,
Got
sir.
it, right? Any more question, guys? Good that you guys are asking questions. That will help us to understand each other. Okay, and move forward. So if you don't have any questions, then we can wind up and start from Monday.
Yeah, sure, sir.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and have a
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you, sir.
weekend.
Thank you, sir.